What's going on, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of K Cards Baseball. Thanks for joining me tonight. Hopefully you all are doing well out there. Tonight on the channel, we're going to take a look back at 2025 Topps Series 1 Baseball. As you may or may not remember, when that release did come out, I do normally rank the top rookie cards or the top rookies in each particular set, and Series 1 was no exception. So I thought I'd kind of look back at that ranking that I created at the time and see how it actually turned out here at the end of the season, see how accurate the predictions were from the spring, and see if everything panned out as far as the rookie class for 2025 Topps Series 1 Baseball. Now, we do know that it wasn't exactly the strongest rookie class compared to last year or in previous years, but still not a terrible class. We did have James Wood and Jacob Wilson that did have their rookie cards, as well as Ben Rice in the springtime, and those players actually turned out to be pretty good players during the course of the season and have outstanding seasons and will most likely be tremendous players as their careers progress in the coming years. So what you see in front of you is a spreadsheet that I created back in February when this release was coming out, ranking each one of these players. So the top part of the spreadsheet is how I had these players ranked going into the release of 2025 Topps Series 2. So the way I ranked these players was based on a point system. If you are the best in any particular category, that got you 1 point. If you're second best, that got you 2, and so on and so forth. So the player that did have the lowest number as far as on the rank was considered to be the best player in 2025 Topps Series 1 Baseball. So for example, if you look at Ben Rice, his average was .275, which was actually third best from all of these players. His home run to at-bat ratio was 8.3, which was the best among all the rookies from Series 1. His OPS was .976, was only behind Jacob Wilson. His strikeout to base on ball ratio was 55.8%, again, second to Jacob Wilson. And that gave him a total of 9 points, which actually ranked him second on this list, only behind Jacob Wilson. Both Ben Rice and Jacob Wilson each had 9 points. However, I gave Jacob Wilson the nod just based on the fact that he did have a better OPS. And I did make that the tiebreaker if there was a tie as far as the number of points. We had a couple of different ties. So Ben Rice and Jacob Wilson had a tie, as did Orelvis Martinez and Jace Young. So the way the rankings actually worked out, I did have Jacob Wilson picked as the top rookie going into 2025 Topps Series 1. Ben Rice was number 2. Coby Mayo was number 3. Brooks Lee was 4. Number 5 was Orelvis Martinez. Number 6 was Jace Young. Number 7 was Dylan Cruz. And number 8 was James Wood. Some of these players did have at-bats at the minor league level. For example, Coby Mayo went down to the minors for probably about half the season before coming back up at the latter half of the season. So his numbers are strictly all his Major League Baseball numbers from this season. So I thought that that was the best way to rank these guys. Now, before we get into how the rankings actually turned out, I do want to play you guys a quick video clip of how I had these players, or my summary from when I created that video back in the spring, so you guys can see exactly what my thoughts were and how I had these players ranked going into the season. So that is my list of the top 10 rookies in 2025 Topps Series 1. Let me know down in the comment section below what you think of this list. I'm going to stick with my list of having Jacob Wilson as the top rookie in 2025 Topps Series 1. Even though I'll probably be wrong at the end of the day, my pick for Rookie of the Year in the National League, Dylan Cruz, for him to be 7th on the list. If he is Rookie of the Year, he probably won't end up the year as number 7 player on the list. Hopefully you enjoyed that little video clip. As you heard in that video clip, I did have Jacob Wilson picked as the top rookie from the rookie class. Pretty close. If he wasn't injured this year, I would say that Jacob Wilson had probably the best season among all the rookies, but Ben Rice was outstanding all season this year with the Yankees. And it actually turned out that both Ben Rice and James Wood beat out Jacob Wilson by 1 point And where Jacob Wilson really got hurt was in his home run to at-bat ratio. He's really not a big-time home run guy. He's more of a contact hitter. Doesn't take a lot of base on balls or a lot of strikeouts. For a guy to have 455 at-bats and only 25 base on balls and 36 strikeouts, that is pretty crazy. He is a big-time contact hitter, as you can see in his batting average. So the way the rankings actually turned out, both Ben Rice and James Wood beat out Jacob Wilson by a whopping 1 point in this ranking. And looking at Ben Rice's numbers, he was third overall in average with a 248 average. He was second overall in home runs, only behind James Wood with 23 home runs this season. His home run to at-bat ratio was 5.23, which was actually better than James Wood was. His OPS was third overall, only behind Jacob Wilson and James Wood, and his strikeout to base on ball ratio was third overall. So that gave him a total of 11 points and tied him for first place. And looking at James Wood's numbers, he was second overall in average, the top home run hitter, second in home run to at-bat ratio, second in the OPS, only behind Jacob Wilson, fourth overall in the strikeout to base on ball ratio, and that's what really hurt him, and also gave him 11 points, a tie for first place, which was the big miss that I did have on this spreadsheet, because I did have James Wood ranked last going into the season. So for him to come out first was actually pretty impressive. I don't know how we went from 9 home runs in 2024 to 27 at the major league level in 2025. So that is an outstanding improvement for sure, going from 3.1 home run to at-bat ratio to 4.76. Pretty outstanding numbers by James Wood this year, even though his strikeout to base on ball ratio wasn't the best. 218 strikeouts, that is pretty unbelievable. That's a lot of strikeouts. I don't know if he's the league leader in strikeouts this year. He's probably pretty close. He's definitely one of those guys that's either going to strike out, get a base on balls, or hit it over the fence, and that is kind of what James Wood is all about. So not a bad miss on all the other ones. In the springtime, going into Series 1, I did have Ben Rice number 2. He actually turned out to be number 1. I had Jacob Wilson as number 1. He actually turned out to be number 3, which isn't too bad, even though he is pretty much the consensus runner-up for Rookie of the Year this year, only behind his teammate Nick Kurtz. Both Ben Rice and James Wood are not eligible for Rookie of the Year this year. If it was, then Ben Rice probably would win the Rookie of the Year this year ahead of Nick Kurtz. Well, maybe not. Nick Kurtz is having a pretty outstanding season, so I'm not going to disrespect him at all by any stretch of the imagination. My fourth player I had ranked was Brooks Lee, and that was the same as what I had him in the spring, so that was pretty accurate. Brooks Lee, kind of hit or miss, had a fairly decent season this year. His OPS this year is pretty much the same as what it was last year. I think he is like hitting 672 on his OPS. Last year he had a total of 15 home runs, and this year he has a total of 16 home runs, so one more home run, and his average is about the same as what it was last year. So his numbers are pretty consistent year over year. We just need him to step it up one level and try and get closer to that 800 OPS number. Hit with a little more power would definitely help, but again, this year he does have 16 home runs with about the same number of at-bats, so pretty close numbers on Brooks Lee. I had Kobe Mayo ranked 5th. In the springtime, I had him ranked 3rd. He has gone quite a bit backwards on his batting average, a 203 batting average to 293 last year. His home runs are down quite a bit. Last year, 25 home runs. This year, at the major league level, he has a total of 9. His OPS is pretty brutal, going from 964 down to 647. His strikeout to base on ball ratio is extremely high at 76.2%, higher than most of the other players. 24 base on balls to 77 strikeouts. That's not very good at all. His total number of points was 25 points, for a 5th place ranking. I really hope Coby Mayo turns it around. He definitely has the talent to do so. I don't know if it's just the thing that he's lacking confidence this year, but hopefully he comes out of it going into next year, because the Orioles are definitely going to be counting on him for sure. Hopefully you guys didn't hear that lightning in the background. We've got a little severe thunderstorm going on here in Minneapolis right now, but hopefully we can get through it a little bit. Number 6 in my ranking is Dylan Crews, kind of another guy that was disappointing this year. A lot of people had him picked as the top rookie in this class going into Series 1 this year, and a lot of people had him as the odds-on favorite for Rookie of the Year in the National League. If he had any type of a season this year, he probably would have won the Rookie of the Year, but he was too much up and down. Spent most of the year at the minor league level, kind of going back and forth between the Nationals and the minor league level. But as you can see here, he is ranked pretty low in most of the categories. 213 batting average, which was the second worst. 9 home runs this year with a 3.42 home run to at-bat ratio. A 647 OPS, which was also second worst this year. He had the worst strikeout to base on ball ratio with 22 base on balls and 71 strikeouts for a 76.34% strikeout to base on ball ratio, for a total of 29 points, ranking him 6th. And the last player we had on our ranking is Jace Young. 45 at-bats this year. He started the season at the major league level, really struggled, so they did send him down to the minors and hasn't been recalled as of yet. A 111 batting average, 356 OPS, pretty terrible, for a total of 31 points and ranking him dead last. I shouldn't say dead last because Orelvis Martinez is on here, and Orelvis Martinez, pretty disappointing player this year. In 2024, he only had 3 at-bats with 1 hit for the Blue Jays, and after that one game he actually played with the Blue Jays last year, he did get hit with a 50-game suspension for PEDs when he did come back this year. Really struggled at the minor league level, didn't do anything really, and ended up being released a couple of weeks ago. Don't know if that's the end of his career. Hopefully he can get picked up by another club and turn it all around, but we'll just have to see about that. Pretty disappointing, and definitely a big-time miss from 2025 Topps rookies going into Series 1. So that is a look at the spreadsheet and how everything turned out in 2025 Topps Series 1. I actually think we did pretty well as far as our ranking. I think we can call it a success as far as Jacob Wilson. I did have him picked as the top rookie. For him to be 3rd, but only 1 point behind Ben Rice and James Wood, and a guy that's going to turn out to be 2nd in the Rookie of the Year rankings in the American League. A pretty successful year for Jacob Wilson, and I think he's going to be an absolute stud going forward. Ben Rice and James Wood were also big-time players this year and really had outstanding years. And Ben Rice hopefully does well going into the playoffs, because I know that he is an integral part of that Yankee lineup. Before we go, though, I do want to move my computer out of the way and show you guys a look at each one of these players' rookie cards. So first off, we got Orelvis Martinez, not worth anything at all. Jace Young, guy that I really hope turns it around somewhat. Same with Dylan Crews. I do have a lot of the Dylan Crews Series 1 cards. There's Coby Mayo. And then we got Brooks Lee. Jacob Wilson, got several of his rookie cards as well. Pretty cool rookie card of Jacob Wilson. I do like this shot of him in motion, throwing a ball down to most likely going to be first base from what I can tell. But definitely a pretty cool card there. There's Ben Rice, the Ben Rice card, and of course the James Wood, who is the most valuable card in the set. So guys, that's all we got for you. If you're new to the channel, definitely hit that like and subscribe. I greatly appreciate that. It's your best way to show your appreciation for everything we do here on the K Cards channel. Thanks again to all my OG subscribers. I definitely appreciate your continued support of everything we do here on the K Cards channel. Thanks guys. I appreciate it. Be safe and happy collecting. I'll talk to you guys later on this week with more tremendous content here on the K Cards channel. Thanks guys.